Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs continue to roll on the field, ranked #1 in the country, and recruits have taken notice. They picked up a big commitment today, actually a massive commitment from a big offensive lineman, Aliou from IMG Academy, 6'6", 320 pounds. I think some have him listed at 315, some have him listed at 330. Overall, this is a giant human being and just adds more size. I mean, this is the third offensive line commitment in this class, and the other two, Griffin Scroggs and Jacob Hood, those are big dudes as well. Jacob Hood is another 6'6", 6'7", 320-plus pounder. Georgia is bringing in size and strength in this recruiting class on the offensive line. 3 commitments right now with Aliou in the mix right now. And again, these are just monster guys. If you turn on his film as a junior, he's just mauling dudes. He plays at IMG Academy now, going up against the best of the best on Friday nights and in practice. Matt Luke has always been high on him. Don't worry about the rankings. I do think he's going to shoot up them quickly, ranked just as a 3-star, but Matt Luke likes him. He knows what he's looking for, and that should tell you all you need to know about him. So this is definitely a big pickup. He decommitted from Florida State, I believe 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And ever since then, Georgia has been the team to beat for him. And he decided to go public today. So not a big surprise at all. Once Georgia kind of, pushed for him and really actively recruited him and wanted him to jump on board, it didn't take long for him to decommit. And then, of course, commit to the G, as they say. So this is not a guy who I expect to play early. Georgia has signed 2 really strong offensive line classes, especially in the last 2 years, 5-star after 5-star after 5-star. So it was going to be tough for anyone who signs in this 22 class on the offensive line to come in and play early behind all these talented guys on the roster currently. So, and that's okay with Ball because he's big, he's got size, he moves pretty well, he's got pretty good footwork for someone his size, but he still needs to learn and the fundamentals and the technique and to become an overall guy who can hold that the edge at tackle at the next level. So it's going to take him a little bit, and I think he just kind of gets to sit and wait and learn from some of these guys ahead of him. And listen, Broderick Jones is playing outstanding. Amarius Mims is going to be outstanding. So there are really talented guys ahead of him on the depth chart that he can watch and learn from. But size and potential, that's what you're getting with this kid. He really is a solid prospect. When he gets his hands on you, it is over with. And he does a good job of driving the defender backwards. And again, if you turn on the highlight tape, he's just putting guys on his butt, one after another. And that's what we expect when we see big offensive linemen commit to Georgia because they've recruited really well there the past few years. So if you're not one of the best in their eyes, they're not going to take you. They tell us every year that they want to take at least 4 offensive linemen in each class. Ernest Green, a big high 4-star interior lineman from California, is the top guy on their board remaining. And that would be a pretty good 4 considering the circumstances. Again, they were never going to come in and sign a lot of 5-stars on the offensive line in this class when they have the past 2 years. I wasn't sure how good they would be last year on the offensive line in 21 after the great 2020 class. So if you're going to bring in, guys that you like more than everyone else, it's good that they're 6'6", 320 pounds. You can teach guys how to play if you're a good enough coach. And Matt Luke is a good coach. He knows how to develop these guys. Former head coach with an offensive background, especially on the offensive line. He's got a special eye for that. And he knows that he can take these giants and turn them into football players. So he has to be happy right now. I think Gunnar Stockton has to be happy. He just got another 6'6", long, big guy protecting him moving forward. So he's only going to get better too. You see the raw power and athleticism that he brings. I think he looks pretty athletic for a guy his size on tape. Maybe he's not. I'm not some offensive line scout guru. But he moves pretty well to me, and he finishes guys, and he plays to the whistle. And when you watch film, they should be putting guys on their butt each and every play, especially if it's just less than 5 minutes. They should all be pancakes. You're going to the University of Georgia to play football. You better be dominating guys at the high school level, and that's exactly what they're doing. So big, solid pickup. It's not the flashiest commitment. It's not a commitment from a 5-star guy, but he's going to learn and get better each and every day at IMG Academy. And so if you're Kirby Smart, you have to like him being developed down there. I believe he is an early enrollee. I've got to check on that, but again, he got the go-ahead, the green light to commit to Georgia, and he did after a couple weeks of being back on the market. But once he committed to Florida State, it was, I was told that Georgia was going to be tough to beat. He commits today. Could be the start of a big week for the Bulldogs on the recruiting trail. They're the hottest team in the country right now on the field, and I think at the end of the recruiting cycle, they are going to push for number one. If they get Luther Burden later this week, they get Michael Williams to flip. Jaheim Singletary, five-star cornerback, they get him on board. There's a lot of potential for this Georgia class to get better and better. Sitting at 19 commitments right now, so there's still room for definitely a few more, but they're rocking and rolling. This is another big-time, I don't want to say project, but it kind of is. If this kid can learn how to play and get better fundamentally and just continue to work on his craft, this is a guy with a lot of potential who could be able to start one day at Georgia. It's all about how he develops, and now it's all up to Kirby Smart and Matt Luke. But big commitment tonight. If you're a Georgia fan, I think you got to be happy with this one. Guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, stay tuned to the next video coming up right now, and I'll see you over on the website.